Hello, everyone. I'm Witchy Geek, also known as Ghosty Geek, also known as Tactlessly Truthful. Either way, I've gone by a lot of names on this channel. So, I like everything that is weird and wonderful, miraculous and mysterious, spooky and scary, and also inexplicable, unexplainable, and just WTF. And that is what I get the most joy out of, especially the WTFs, just the weird, like, what the heck stuff. So if you have any stories, any, no matter how dark they are, no matter how creepy they are, no matter how quote scary unquote they are, I don't get scared of anything anymore. That's the thing. Ever since my near death experience in 2014, I'm not afraid of anything. Just period. I'm not. Fear has gone away from me. So because I'm not afraid of anything, because I've been through so much, um yeah, send me all of your scary stories. Send me all of your, I can't figure it out. Send me all of your ghost stories, your hauntings, your, just all of it, everything, everything. I want to know, like all of these stories about, you know, they call it black magic and whatnot and industry insider things and just, you name it, you name it. Send it to me because, as I put in my profile now, I do believe you. I know you're telling the truth. And I know that, even though everyone else wants to say, oh, you're nuts, you're wrong, that couldn't have happened, that person isn't like that. I know that you're right. And I know that, it did actually happen. In other words, I believe you, So send me your stuff, email it to me. Email it to me. So, anyway, for this video, I'm starting off this whole thing with something that I personally don't believe in, but uh I don't know. After reading this, I believe these people and I believe it happened to them. So, and it fascinated me and it really lifted my spirits and it really made me feel happy. So, it's about manifestation. And I was a big Abraham Hicks fan a while back there, but then, you know, I I never I liked it. It made me feel really good and I tried it, but other than giving me good feelings, it didn't give me anything. So, anyway, I'm going to oh yeah, and for privacy's sake, I'm going to hide names and locations. So if any of you, you know, you can tell me to, that you would like to remain anonymous and you can let me know that you would like the locations. You can even tell me that you would like the date to remain anonymous. Um, I do like to at least be able to pin down one of the three, usually a location or a time, like this happened in the 90s or this happened in the 1800s, but I can't tell you the exact time because you want it to remain anonymous. Or this happened in like America, or this happened in like, that's an entire like continent. It's like North America or South America, yeah, this happened in the continent of Africa. This happened in the continent of, Europe. It's like, well, Europe is a kind of couple of areas, but I like to pin it down, quote unquote, at least by that much. But if you don't want me even given that much info, then I won't. So, but I'm going to try to keep names and locations and keep this as anonymous as possible, unless I'm told that I can give information, you know? So, but anyway, this was posted publicly. So I figure it's okay for me to read it off. But this made me feel so good. I had to, I had to read it out, you know, and it's already public, so there. So it's titled and it's on Reddit. It says, "I'll be damned, that was quick." Says, "Hey guys, so previously I made a post on another sub saying this. My car broke down. I'm failing most of my classes. My computer is dead and I don't have my charger. So now I can't even make up my work and I can't pay my bills. I can't find a job. I tried gaslighting myself and being like, quote, it's fine, I do have a job, etc. unquote. But it only pisses me off even more. I have to admit, when I was trying to do manifestation, I was doing them and I was just pissing myself off also. So anyway, Gaslighting myself and acting delusional hasn't been working and is only making my situation worse. How do I stop this madness? It's like when I've been visualizing everything better, everything just got so much worse. Unquote. That's what they posted on another thread. Literally today, I detached myself and focused on how it would feel to have everything just work out. Every single thing. And they posted this in all caps. Dude, I am so shocked how that worked. So, first of all, I got the chance to withdraw from one of my classes without it affecting my financial aid, which just WTF. It's the end of the year, too. That is different to be able to fully withdraw without penalties at the end of the year. What? Secondly, I was being silly with the charger situation as I was able to do the assignment from my phone. That's a little confusing, but I guess one of their chargers went down. As far as jobs go, I've started not worrying so much about it. Now, for my car, I was told I'd need to pay thousands in repairs. Miraculously enough, they ended up finding it was just an issue with the key, and I got a new one and ended up getting it back without paying anything. They say anything, bro. Now, I don't understand. I'm positive this is not a typo, and I just don't understand. What is it? They call it the acronym. It says, I was so worried, ISTG. Sorry. I'm old, dude. I'm old. I don't know what ISTG means. Sorry. So I was worried, ISTG. I felt like everything was just crashing down. But now that it's all settled, I can't help but laugh at how quickly it all happened. Guys, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Another thing that helped me was just sitting with the overwhelming and desperate feeling and breathing. And then at the very end, they put in all caps, I'm so damn happy right now. And I have so much more hope again. I guess that's what SM means. RN, I guess, means right now too. So I'm guessing. I'm so damn happy, RN, and I have SM hope again, is what they said. So I hope I got those letters right. I'm positive I did, but anyway. So that really made me feel really good. And I was absolutely shocked because I've never heard anybody's, what do you want to call it? Um, in in Christianity, they call it salvation stories, testimonies, witnessing stories. I've never run into any of these, you know, prove that it works, prove that it's real stories. Of course, I will. I shouldn't be saying this, but this is the first video, so I can fuck up a bunch, I guess. Um, Sorry, but yeah, honestly, I found that if there's a whole lot of witnessing stories, a whole lot of testimonies, a whole lot of people's personal stories proving that it's real, at least traditionally, I was raised that that is a lie. But interestingly enough, I was raised an evangelical Christian, and they have tons of testimony stories, tons of, this is how I became a Christian stories. It's the exact same thing as the old salesman tactic of, oh, believe me, this stuff I'm trying to sell you actually works. Look at all these testimonies. Look at all these, satisfied customers, and they tell oh, this stuff worked for me. And it's so strange that back when I was a Christian, you know, we wouldn't let that fly for businesses and companies, but we would let it fly for Christianity. So, and the businesses and companies were automatically, crooks and shysters and liars. But the Christian company, the Christians, they weren't. The churches, they weren't shysters and liars. So that's that's hypocritical right there. So, but yeah, I've never run into any of this stuff before, and I do just want to read this because this was really interesting and this helped me a lot. Someone responded, and I'll leave that anonymous too, just in case. This person unknowingly described a powerful manifestation process, one that's rooted in letting go, emotional regulation, and shifting focus to the feeling of the desired outcome. Here's the step by step breakdown of what they did. Initial resistance and struggle. They're trying too hard to manifest using forced positive thinking, which is gaslighting themselves. They felt more frustrated because their reality didn't match what they were telling themselves. This is a common trap, trying to quote fake, unquote, good feelings without actually believing or feeling aligned with them. The key point the key point in this is forced positivity creates resistance if you're not aligned emotionally. 2. Detachment and emotional shift. They eventually detached, stopped trying to force outcomes or fight their current reality. Instead of acting delusional, they just asked, quote, how would it feel if everything worked out, unquote. This emotional shift from desperation to calm and trusting feelings is crucial. So, the emotional shift from desperation to calm and trusting feelings is crucial. The key point here is they did not need to believe how it would work, they just focused on the feeling of relief and success. Number 3, letting go of control. They stopped obsessing, especially about the job, and they just started breathing through the depression. Oh, the desperation, sorry. They stopped obsessing, especially about the job, and they just started breathing through the desperation. This created space for solutions to show up, aka allowing instead of forcing. 4. Rapid alignment and results. Once they aligned emotionally and let go of mental resistance, everything started falling into place. Got to drop a class without penalty, solved the charger issue, fixed the car without paying anything, and gained inner peace and hope. Summary of the manifestation process. Feel your emotions. Number 1, feel your emotions, don't suppress them. Number 2, stop forcing change. Accept the current moment. Number 3, shift to the feeling of the desired outcome, not the details or logic. 4, detach from needing the result. Trust it will come. 5, let life work it out. And surprisingly, it often does. Simple definition: manifestation worked when they stopped trying to control everything and instead aligned with peace and trust. Thanks, GPT. So there you go. There's that. I like this one. I like this one a whole lot. And I'm glad that I'm starting this channel with something really happy and enjoyable, and I want to it's not uppity, but it's for the highest good and for my highest self and for other people's highest selves. um I like this happy stuff. I like dark stuff too. Usually when I'm really sick, I go rather dark, and I've gone very dark because of how sick I've been. So more than I mean, so definitely if you have scary stories, if you have dark stories, if you have creepy stories, definitely, email them to me. I'll definitely read those too if you want me to. Um I'll keep them entirely anonymous if you want me to. Um but email me happy stuff too. I'll definitely take the happy stuff. I like the happy stuff. I like the happy stuff just as much, and if not more. Send me your miracles. Send me your, I talked to my grandmother after she passed away. I swear to God, my dad, gave me a loan after he passed away. I don't know how in the world he did it. Just I don't know, just stuff that couldn't possibly, and yet here it is. It's right. You know, it's sitting right in front of you. It's like, I swear, my granddaughter is the reincarnation of, my passed away wife, that kind of thing. you know it's just really uncanny stuff. you know I want to hear it all. I love these stories. This is the escapism, and this is feeding my soul, and this is what I need, and this is what I needed. And I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone in this. So, yeah, I'm going to do another video like this. I'm going to rest up and do another video like this. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this. Obviously, all this stuff is for, entertainment purposes only. We're all adults. We can all think and decide for ourselves, obviously. Um, and yeah, everything is allegedly because nothing can be proved. So there you go. At least I'm remembering to put in the standard disclaimer at the end. So also subscribe to my channel and email me. Email me. Email me. Thank you. Bye.